Thank you, Brian. How's everybody doing today?
Good.
My name is Goodwin. I'm the Vice President of Operations at Terra Wines. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we are. Terra is a wine and branding company that was a very early and aggressive entrant into the social media market. And now, here in 2012, we're ready to leverage that growth into creating worldwide domination through dinosaurs. So I'll be able to tell you a little bit about that. At the turn of this century, our CEO and founder was an importer of wines. He had started a couple of successful businesses in the 80s, a lot of dot-com stuff in the 90s, and at the turn of the century was an importer of wines. And he realized he would probably have a lot more fun and feel like he had a better hand in creating something for himself if he started his own wine label. So we find a great winery down in Argentina, RPB, the biggest juice provider in that country, and came up with the first 5 varietals of Terra wine. What he needed to do now is to find a way to label it and to brand it and to get it in a market that was already overcrowded. I'm sure everybody here knows about Yellowtail, or has perhaps even had a little bit of it themselves. His idea was to come up with dinosaurs. Pairing dinosaurs in the wine has been very, very helpful for us. And what we've done is we have created each varietal and given it its own dinosaur. For example, a Sauvignon Blanc will be a pterodactyl. And so forth with Chardonnay, a T-Rex will always be a Cabernet, regardless of what country its origin is from. This has worked out really, really well for us at wine expos. When people come back for their second taste of Terra wine and don't ask for Sauvignon Blanc or Chardonnay, they ask for a pterodactyl or a brontosaurus. Who are we to tell them that it's actually an apatosaurus, not a brontosaurus? So that pairing of dinosaurs and wine was really, really great, but Greg wanted to do a low-cost way of getting it out there. The wine is a very difficult market to get into, especially since you're trying to take space from other wines like Yellowtail, like Layer Cake, like Barefoot. So he decided that he would brand it online. Social media has been the outlet for Terra wines to grow over the past 4 years. If it's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Foursquare, any digital footprint that we could create online, we've done it. And over the past 4 years, it's worked very, very well for us. The proof comes in the fact that our first winery to come to us, due to this branding, was Cooper's Creek in New Zealand. They saw what we were doing with dinosaurs and wine. They said, we want to pair your concept with our wines. And last year we introduced into America the New Zealand line of Terra wines, our second. We've continued that on. We have other wineries that we're working with that also want to do the same thing. Put your dinosaurs on our wine. California wines, Portuguese wines, Italian wines, all coming in 2012. Other proof that the concept has worked for us has been the fact that we have created such demand through the social media. Yellowtail has 400,000 fans on Facebook. We are in 9 states in the United States alone, and we have 130,000 fans. We have generated eyeballs onto our wines simply by using the low-cost social media. We have so many potential consumers from this that it's worked out really, really well. People want the dinosaur wine because they're seeing it on Facebook. We've also been building relationships. One of the other presenters talked about the fact that social media is all about relationships, and that's exactly what we've been building. Over the past 4 years, we've developed small relationships that have grown and grown and grown and grown and grown. And what those relationships end up doing is that if some, let's say, for example, social media week that we provided wine for, if they like us, they tag us on Facebook. Everybody that is a fan of social media week sees that we're branding on social media week. That drives more people to our brand. Lately, we've gotten so good at doing this that we recently donated wine to AOL Ventures, and we were recently at South by Southwest helping DreamWorks Animation release a brand new video game where a bunch of dinosaurs destroy cities and you can control them, etc., etc. But it was dinosaurs, they wanted to put a wine with it, and that helped us work that out. It's also helped us out in the industry, because of course having a great Facebook page means nothing, as my own personal photography site will show you. We have industry interested in it. Like I said, the New Zealand wines and our potential California wines and the Portuguese wines that are coming to us really like the brand. We've also spiked interest through Facebook with distribution. And we're at a point right now where we're really, really growing domestically and internationally. As I said earlier, we're in 9 states in the United States. We have 2 more states that we're potentially working with. Distribution in international markets is really, really going well, too. only have we have a gentleman that's working in Europe for us, interested in showing us in front of Denmark and Netherlands. This morning, the CEO and another one of our partners ended up talking to a distributor in Russia. We're very, very excited about this. It's been 6 months in the making, and we have an agreement for distribution in Russia. So what we've done is we've been able to grow the brand online, very, very low cost. We built it up so big, we have more than our expectation as far as the amount of people and the amount of distribution that is coming to us looking for the Terra Fossil line. So now what we need to do is balance that with inventory. We're looking for $900,000 for 20% of the company to help us continue to grow. We need to balance our inventory, get these varietals in to meet the supply, to meet the demand, I should say, of everyone that's coming to us and asking for the dinosaur line. So that's what we're doing. That's how Terra Fossil is working. And if you're someone that likes the words margins or due diligence, we will be in the back and be more than happy to talk to you. My good friends Robert Valinsky, Shannon, who will sing on command, Laura, and Richard is back there. Thank you very much for your time, and we'll talk to you soon.